That's my live. Thank you very much for joining me today on this day of, well, we're back to Tactics Tuesday. It is a Tuesday and we have tactics. And the reason I'm bringing out tactics is it's been successful for me. So I want to pass it on like mother's milk. I want to give you the goodness, the rich goodness that I have come up with and managed to basically fertilize for the last couple of weeks. How did this come about? Well, I have got promoted at long last. I am up to Division 3 and basically holding my own up in Division 3. I've done well as I want to do in Weekend League. It's a bit pointless at the moment, but I can just get my wins that I need and get off and live my life. It's working. So how has this come about? Well, I've gone back to basics, guys. You know I've done the 4-5-1. You know I've done the 5-3-2. You know I've done all sorts of different tactics and loved them all as if they were my children. But I've given them all away and gone back to basics. I'm 4-4-2. That is what I've done for the last 2 weeks, and I've won a lot of games, shall I say. It is a bit open, it is a bit way, but at the same time, it is very, very, very good if you can get the right type of players in there and you want to just enjoy your FIFA. It is about enjoying FIFA, guys, and this is what it is all about. And this formation gives you that, ability to enjoy FIFA as much as you can. With the various problems going on behind the scenes, but we're moving on. We're talking about FIFA, we're talking about tactics, we're talking about players. So guys, before I do so, make sure you hit a like and a subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. It costs you 2 seconds of your time, and you get to do a good thing, because I give 50% of my profits to charity. I give them to Mind, the charity for mental health and well-being. You'll see them up there in the top left-hand corner. So there you go, doing a good thing just by watching the video, just by liking it. It helps the algorithm with Google and YouTube. Give it to more people, and more people that see this, more money I make. The more money I make, the more money I give to charity. So there you go. If that is not clear by now, then you need to, I don't know, listen a bit harder. I don't know. Yeah, guys, please let it like and subscribe. And also, if you're looking for cheap coins this year, because you're coming up to team of the season, we got TOTS coming up end of this month. We've got TOTS coming up. So yes, guys, have a look at our partner up there. There they are. U7 Buy. They can give you cheap, fast, safe, reliable coins, guaranteed as well. And if you use code SAVE, SAVE, that is, as in FIFA Save My Life, then you will get another 5% off on top. So can't say fairer than that. Now, while you're down there having a little look at our U7 by our partner, have a look at our merch shop. There is a link down below as well for our merch shop. I've got goodies in there with my face on it, so go for it. Right, guys, let's get into the 4-4-2. I'm going to talk through the team that I'm currently using and why. Now, this might not be as good as your team. This might be better than your team. I don't know. I don't know your team. I'm not a mind reader. Nope, it's not working. Yeah, guys, make sure you kind of follow roughly my guide. You might need to make a few changes to your team, or I might need to make a few changes to my team. If you've got any advice, down below, please look it. Right, let's go for it. Right, so this is the way I set up. To start with goalkeeper, again, I've gone through the Popes, I've gone through the Hearts, etc. The most reliable goalkeeper I have found this season and this FIFA has been Neuer. Just hands down reliable, makes the easy saves, makes the difficult saves, still lets in stupid goals, same as everybody else, but actually makes more saves than most of them. So I have rested on Neuer. I wouldn't go for his team of the year. I know people with it and they hate it. And funny enough, I had it for a very short time and I didn't like him either. So this card seems to be the kiddie. It seems to be how good. If not, you've got the likes of Courtois, someone like that. So yeah, that's the type of person you want in there. Big, strong, and good on the old reactions. You've got... at the left back, we've got Yeri Benica. Again, the reason I put him in there is just he's fast. And he's got some good stats, to be fair. Got fast and good stats. Very similar to why I've got Bender in there. But also I've got the link there to, obviously, Jordan Sancho, or Jadon Sancho, sorry, who we'll come to in a minute. Now, these guys I've got, obviously, I've had a million years. I've had my Maldini. Love Maldini. Would not leave Maldini out of the team. But just to get the strong link, and he's come down in price. He's around 500 grand. I've got myself a Ferdinand, not the best Ferdinand because he's not the fastest or anything, but he does the job. He's good, he's athletic, and he makes lots of stops. So you want kind of basically, a lot of people play left midfielder. You could easily move him in there and have that, you have a faster person. It's up to you. I used to have Traore for ages in my defence. You can kind of do what you need to, but you just need to be able to defend. I don't mind him being a bit slower because he's great at tackling, so that's the way it is. And again, the same with him. He's fast, but he's got lots of very good stats. But he has that nice link up to Jadon Sancho I packed the other day in Fut Birthday, and absolutely love him. He scores goals for me for fun. 40 goals in 60 games, 31 assists, and that is from midfield. One of the best players I've had in the game for a long time. I really enjoy him. So yeah, he's definitely in there. I like a right winger who can basically cut in and score goals. And with that in mind, I've got the left winger. I packed him the other day, really sceptical. He was my Fut Swaps. Icon Fut Swaps, and I got him the lowest ranking you could get, 91 plus, and I got the 91. Of course I did, EA. But Pavel Nedved, actually really enjoyed him. As you can see, his stats are not as good as Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho and him joined at exactly the same time. I got them actually exactly the same day. And Pavel Nedved has done the bit, but he's not scoring as much goals. He tends to open up, and what Jadon Sancho's are good at, Pavel Nedved's not, and vice versa. So they are a good balance either side, and also gets me that link there. So I went out and got Kondogbia yesterday because he came out. Mainly because he has amazing stats. I love his stats. He looks really good. And as a box-to-box midfielder, he suits me down to the ground. And I've got that strong link to Messi as well. Or not strong link, but a link to Messi, which gets him in there. I could have put in Kroos, and I could put in Tony Kroos, but I actually wanted someone with a bit more flexibility and someone with a bit more skill. And this guy fits the bill. So yes, he has come in, and I'm really enjoying him. I've got Chowdhury in there at the moment, and now again, obviously, this guy links to Sancho. I could again obviously have someone like Jones in there. I'd probably end up Weekend League probably having Jones in there. Jones is a more complete midfielder. Chowdhury's more defensive wise. He's got higher defensive stats, same sort of passing, very similar speed, but very much better when it comes to defending, where Jones is more overall sort of box to box again, but you can get from here. I'm using these as basically holding back, and one of them breaking, which is Kondogbia, the other one holding back. So I've got a solid holding back midfielder, a CDM if you will, traditional. And then up front I've got my Messi, and I've got obviously Cruyff. Messi I did the other day. I literally just ploughed everything into him just before he expired. When Benzema came out, I just decided I want a absolute top-notch card. You don't know what you're going to get for it during tots, but I just wanted one, and he was the one. It was either him or Mbappe, and Mbappe was sort of 500 grand more expensive. I just packed Pavel Nedved, so I decided that it had to be Messi, and I'm not regretting it. He is brilliant. 50 games, 38 goals, 33 assists. He is absolutely fantastic. I have him drop back a little bit further than someone like Cruyff, who is just my out-and-out goal scorer. He is still probably the best player I've ever had on this game, and as you can see, we've had 1,000 oh god, we've had 1,000 I play this game too much. We've had 1,110 games and 1,001 goals, 640 assists. That is ridiculous. That makes me a little bit sad, to be fair, but there you go. So that is the team. Again, I've got a nice full bench. I've got the likes of Cantona, Goretzka, I've got Dalglish who can come off. I've got a Kanji who can fill in. He's a little bit faster, a little bit more solid if need be. If I'm having problems with either Ferdinand or Maldini. I've got Rooney, who I just absolutely love. I've got Ozil. I'm just keeping him in there. He doesn't get much game time, but I do like him when he comes on. And again, I've got sort of a little bit of reserves going over here. Other than that, guys, that's what you need. Let me talk you through the actual statistics and the actual tactics then, in that case. So we start, I literally start and finish with this formation. I don't change it. I just go all out. The only thing I do in game is if I'm losing last 10-15 minutes, I pause the game and go full out, it's constant pressure. But other than that, this tactic absolutely does it for me. I win a far more, and like I said, I've been promoted with this tactic. So we have balanced, of course we do. We have a width. We have a nice width of 5 there, guys. We do go to a depth of 7. Now, I've watched quite a few big YouTubers and quite a few pros. Now, a couple of them actually did 7, and one of them actually said it because it causes an automatic offside. Now, I've tried it, and it works. It does. You do actually catch them offside more than you don't, which actually works because you're so high up. But it also means that you're pressing high with your 2 strikers, your wingers, and actually your 2 midfielders. You are pressing higher up the pitch, ready to break. So it does work really well. So that is the reasoning behind 7. We have a balanced attack. A lot of people go long ball. I don't want them getting out the way. I want to be able to work the ball up and then get the ball in. Again, it's up to you, but that's where I've sort of had, and it's what's worked really well for me. Width of game 5, keep it nice and uniformed. We've got people in the box. We've got 6. We want to, the more people in the box, the more chance you got of scoring a goal, let's be obvious. Yeah, that's why I have 6 in there. Not too many. Let's not commit everybody, because we don't want everybody in there. We don't want your midfielders kind of feeling that they have to be in there because you've done it. I want the wingers and I want the 2 strikers in the box minimum. We've got 3 on corners, 2 on free kicks. The reason I have 3 on corners is actually corners work this year, so I do have 3 on corners. We have instructions. Let's start. There's the nice Fut birthday kit. Wow. We've got you're in goal. I have come for crosses, but I have balanced on default. The reason I have come for crosses is obviously a lot of the time how people now take corners are they do sort of cross them in, and I want Nura to be able to come out and punch him away, and he does very well. So yeah, I'm giving him that, but I don't want him to really come saving outside the box. I control that. I tell him when to come out and when not to come out. I don't want him just coming out harry-carry and kind of doing it whenever he feels like it. Obviously, the 2 centre-backs, as per usual, just keep them on basics. Don't touch that. You've got left back and right back, both on exactly the same. I have stay back while attacking because you do not want them to go back forward. You have enough people going forward. These are basically your back 4, but you do have overlap. Now, the reason you have overlap is if they are going to go up, or if they do get caught up going up because there's an open ball, someone like Bender or Yerbici, they're both attacking, they will go up. Sometimes they will disobey you. They're naughty, but they will go up, and if they do, you don't want them floating into the middle of the pitch. You want them staying on the outside of the pitch. You don't want them going in and causing a kerfuffle in the way of Chowdhury or Kondogbia or Sancho or Cruyff. You want them out on the outside, because if you do get a little 1-2 and then they've got the ability to sort of cross it into the box, and that's where they're useful. So it keeps them on the outside of that Sancho, Pavel, Nedved combination. So if they do, you just kind of go in worst case scenario. Let's go to Pavel, Nedved and Sancho. Again, very similar, very simple. We have come back on defence, and we also have get into the box for a cross. And that is it, guys. The rest of it is on a basic default. We don't have anything else on it do that, because again, they're intelligent enough. You've seen the goals that Sancho scored. That's all from the court, you know, sort of from the wings, and the same with the assists with Neved. It works brilliantly. They do just get in there when they need to, but if they don't, they stay on the edge of the box. They come on, they're looking for the cross. It works really well. So that's the only two you change on there. Come back on defence and get in the box for crosses. And then we just have the strikers. I have stay central and stay forward. Stay central and stay forward, but get in behind on Cruyff. As I said, Messi is the guy who kind of drops back a bit. Messi, although Cruyff is an amazing dribbler, and he is, Messi just absolutely kind of eclipses him, I suppose, when it comes to dribbling. I absolutely love Messi's dribbling, so I can allow Messi to kind of almost drop back and become that false nine to a certain degree without doing it. He naturally does it. If you look at his rating, he's obviously a medium low. That kind of naturally puts him as a bit of a gap and a bit of a kind of a link between Chowdhury, Kondogbia and Cruyff, so he drops into that sort of area there that is empty, and yeah, Cruyff is allowed to sort of go up and go on to be ready for the ball in, and that's why he scores so many goals. And Messi doesn't score quite as many, unless to be fair, I score a lot from outside the box. Probably most of Messi's goals are from outside the box because he's got such a good shot, but a lot of the time he's assisting for Cruyff, who's in the right place at the right time, because he is just awesome. So that is it, guys. That is as simple as it is. I have gone back to basics. I've gone back, I found a 4-4-2. I've actually kind of tinkered with this over the last sort of 2 weeks, and I've got it perfected. I'm not touching it. I am literally not touching it. I am staying at 4-4-2, and like I said, the only thing I do is if I'm in trouble, the last 10-15 minutes, I will go to constant pressure. You can stick a couple of extra, you know, bodies in the box if you want, but that's all I do. I don't have it ready because I don't really need it. Most games I'm winning or drawing. It really is. 4-4-2 is meta as hell, and the reason it's meta, guys, is because you've got two up front. Any formation with two people up front is meta at the moment, but I think because you've got the entire pitch covered, it makes a big difference than a lot of the other formations. And a lot of people are still rocking the 5 at the back. How does this work against the 5 at the back, I hear you ask? It is excellent because it does counter it really well, because you have every angle on that pitch covered. If you can see that on the screen now, you have a player in every pitch. There is not empty places, and like I said, with Messi dropping back in, that gives you that cam and allows you to have, you know, sort of that little area that is kind of semi-naked, if you like, covered as well. So yeah, basically it covers it very, very well. It is a very attacking formation, but you just have to be very, very careful when you're defending. Just make sure you're on point, guys. It makes you a better defender. I definitely think this is possibly the formation for me. I said definitely possibly, as you know, but definitely possibly the formation for me until the end of the game. I think players have to fit into the 4-4-2 for me. I really enjoy it. It's very attacking. It makes you enjoy FIFA a little bit more, I think, and yeah, it gets you the results. That is it. So that is my Tactics Tuesday, guys. 4-4-2 in a nutshell. It is 4-4-2 second variation, I should say, but yeah, 4-4-2 all the same. Take care of yourself, guys, as always, and if you can't, find someone who can. Bye-bye.